Hey guys, so this week we're going to be taking a look at day bags, and the bag we're going to be taking a look at is the Aer Fit Pack 2. And so if you've been watching the channel for a while, you probably know that I'm a huge fan of Aer's bags. I think they always have really great quality bags, really cool, kind of minimal and sleek designs. And I've been eyeing the Fit Pack for a while now. I'd seen tons of good reviews done for the bag, so I was super curious to kind of get my hands on one and try it out and see just how it would compare to a lot of the other daily bags that I've used in the past. And so I reached out to Aer, and they were kind enough to send over a bag for me to test out. And I have to say, I've been using this as my daily bag for a few weeks now, and I absolutely love it. It easily carried everything that I need to take with me on a day-to-day basis. And on top of that, the bag itself is meant to be kind of a hybrid gym slash backpack for people who commute and maybe want to take, some shoes and a pair of clothes to go to the gym. And so I was really impressed that the bag was able to handle everything so well. The bag has been really great. I've been super impressed, and I definitely plan to continue using it. I want to go ahead and thank Aer for sending over the bag for us to test out. And I'm really excited to share it with you guys. So let's just go ahead and dive in and take a closer look at the Aer Fit Pack 2. So starting out with the outside of the bag, if you've seen a lot of the other videos that we've done for Aer's bags, there's definitely going to be some similarities to bags that we've looked at, such as the Flight Pack and the Tech Pack, as well as the Travel Pack. Aer has been really consistent about using some really durable materials and having some really sleek designs. So, you have the same really durable ballistic nylon exterior. This is the black version of the bag that we're looking at here. You have really nice YKK zippers. They all have kind of these water guards to help keep water out and add a little bit of water resistance to help protect your sensitive gear from the elements. And so just the bag overall feels really sturdy and like it's gonna hold up well over the long term. As far as the shape, I think the Fit Pack is definitely the most unique looking, not only between Aer's line of bags, but also just among any of the other daily bags that I've used. It has kind of this more ovally type shape. It has a really big kind of wide opening main compartment here on the front. So it's almost kind of like a hybrid duffel slash backpack. And I really like that. I think it's really easy to organize and pack. And overall, I think that it also has just a really slim look. The bag sits really closely to your back. So the bag, as you see it here, is full to kind of its fullest capacity, I think. I have most of the same items that I've used in all my other daily bag videos, along with a pair of shoes and some gym clothes, just because that seems to be one of the main focuses of the bag. So I wanted to see just if I could fit the gym clothes and my daily carry and still manage to have the bag look pretty nice. And as you can see here, it still maintains a pretty slim profile. It doesn't stick out too much, so if you're riding on a train or something, it's not going to be uncomfortable to walk around. And I was just really impressed with just how clean the bag looks on you. It really just blends in well in a variety of environments. So I think that Aer did a really great job on the aesthetic and the look of the bag. As I mentioned, the materials are really well. It feels like it's going to hold up over the long term. Just continue on with the outside of the bag. The first thing I'll call out is just a really nice handle. Aer, with all their bags, has taken great care to include a really comfortable and high quality handle. This is that same kind of seatbelt-like material. It's really nice and thick and just easy to grab. And I really like that it just has the one handle on the top, so you don't have any side handles, just kind of ruining the sleek exterior of the bag. And this is really great if you want to hang the bag or if you just want to pick it up and put it down. It really feels like this handle is going to hold up well. One of the small gripes that I'll mention about the bag, and I think there's no really good solution here, is that the bag does not include a water bottle compartment. And so that's a little bit unfortunate in my opinion, because this is a bag that focuses on being kind of a hybrid daily slash gym bag. So if you're going to the gym, chances are you're going to be bringing a water bottle with you. So it would have been nice to kind of find some way to include a water bottle pocket on the outside so that you could easily access it and just keep it separate from all the inner items of the bag. I do believe that maybe would have messed with the kind of really clean look that they're going for here, so I kind of understand that. I believe for the Aer Duffel Pack 2, they've included kind of a water bottle pocket that hides well within the silhouette of the bag, so I kind of wish that something similar had been included on the Fit Pack. But I know that it's not easy, especially when you're trying to keep the bag minimal. That's kind of one of the trade-offs you might have to make. And the water bottle does fit on the inside pretty comfortably, so it's not a big deal. But just one thing that if you watch a lot of my daily bag videos, you know that I constantly mention that I really like having that water bottle pocket on the outside. Moving on to the straps on the back panel. This is one area where Aer always excels. Their bags are super comfortable to wear. They put a lot of emphasis on making sure that the straps and the back paneling are really nice for bags that you have to wear on a day-to-day basis. And I really love the straps. These are very similar to the ones on the Tech Pack and the Flight Pack that we looked at in the past. So, they're really nice and padded. They're very soft. The material that they have is also kind of meshy, so that's good to allow some airflow and prevent moisture as you're walking around during the day. The straps are kind of contoured, and they're also nice and wide. The width of the straps really helps prevent them from digging into your shoulders if you're wearing the bag with a lot of weight throughout the day. And on top of that, Aer's included a really nice sternum strap. It's adjustable and removable to help distribute some of that weight as you're walking around. They also have kind of this little loop here on the strap that may be good for sunglasses or, clipping a light on or something like that. As far as the back panel, as with Aer's other bags, this is super comfortable, really padded, and it's nice and soft, so it really feels nice when it's laying against your back. The material on the back panel is the same as with the strap, so it's really kind of nice and meshy and provides a lot of airflow and helps prevent moisture from building up. And then on top of that, the back panel is elevated and it has this gap here in the middle to allow airflow to come in to help keep your back a little bit drier as you're moving around throughout the day and if you have a lot of weight on the back. So really well done, and just nice to see that consistency from Aer. If you're a fan of their bags, you know what you're gonna get. And if you haven't had a chance to try them out yet, you're gonna get a lot of comfort, and it's just gonna be a bag that you're gonna absolutely love wearing. So really, really like the back paneling and the straps, and the bag has just been really comfortable to wear. So moving on to the pockets of the bag, this is definitely a bag that has minimal organization, but the organization that it does provide is really well thought out, and it's very useful. I really like that, even though there's not that many pockets, they're all very practical. They provide a lot of space, and they don't kind of run on top of each other too much, so it's really easy to use them all effectively. So just starting out with the quick access compartment here at the top, Aer really does a great job of implementing pockets like this. Most of their bags that I've tried out so far have something similar. It's just one pocket that's nice and big and easily accessible here at the top. So any essentials that you grab often during the day, this is a great spot to put them. And then on top of that, it's nice that it's a nice and wide pocket, so you can even put some bulkier items in there. And it just makes it really easy to reach in and grab. So at the moment, what I have here is my Ray-Ban sunglasses. I have my Windows mouse. And then I also have a lightning cable to charge my phone. And as you can see, the pocket just provides plenty of space. It's nice and wide. The mouth of the pocket opens really big. And on the inside, you can pull the lining out. You can see that it doesn't have kind of a softer fleece line material. So I do wish that that had been included to just kind of help prevent scratches, especially if you're putting your sunglasses without a case or your phone or something like that. It would be nice to have just a little bit softer lining, but the pocket still works really well. And there's plenty of space, and it's really easy to access. So I think Aer did a great job with their quick access compartment on yet another bag. The next pocket I want to talk about is kind of this main storage compartment here on the front. And ideally the best way to kind of look at this pocket is almost like a duffel. So you really want to kind of lay it down, and it opens up nice and wide so that you can just see everything that's in the bag at once. So on the front, there's a nice big YKK zipper with a nice water guard to help keep water out. And so if I go ahead and open it up, as you can see here, you can easily see everything that I have in the bag at once. There's plenty of space for all the items that I carry with me on a day-to-day basis. I was a little bit worried that because I included shoes in here, and the shoe pocket, which we'll talk about in a little bit, actually takes up volume from the main compartment, that it would be really tough to fit in all the items that I wanted to carry with me. But I was really surprised to see that I was able to fit everything very easily. And so, as I mentioned earlier, you'll recognize a lot of the items that I use in all my other daily bag videos. So just starting to go through the items, the first thing I want to pull out here is my in-case accessory organizer pouch. Then I also have my Beats Solo Wireless 2. The only thing that's a little unusual about this pocket is, so as you can see, the shoes take up volume from inside the pocket, and then behind the shoe compartment, there's actually a slip pocket here to provide some additional separation and organization within this main compartment. And so this is a little bit difficult to reach with the shoes in the bag, but the compartment itself is really stretchy. It has a lot of flexibility, and so you could put, clothes and socks in there. At the moment, what I currently have is my Bag Smart cable organizer, and that fits in there really nicely, but it is a little bit difficult to get to that pocket when you have the shoes in there. Another thing to note is that the quick access compartment on the top does kind of come into this compartment as well. So if you have that pocket fully loaded, it will eat up volume from this kind of main area. So that's just one thing to note. As you can see here, you can see this pocket poking in. I don't have too much in there, so it's not a huge deal, but you do kind of have to keep that in mind as you're choosing what you want to put in each pocket. And then so I also have my water bottle here. This is the same water bottle that I've used in all my other videos. It fits in nicely kind of here down at the bottom. And then I also have a shirt and some shorts. Since this is a gym bag, I wanted to make sure to include that and make sure that they would actually fit as well. And so overall, I've just been really impressed with how much this main compartment is able to hold. As you can see, I still have the shoes in there. So this, this is taking up a fair amount of volume from this main compartment. But if you don't take shoes with you on a day-to-day basis, you can just kind of push this down, and then you have a ton of extra space left over that you can use for all your other daily items. So really well implemented, and I just really love how this kind of wide opening allows you to see everything at once and easily grab what you need. So moving on to the shoe compartment here at the bottom, I really like when bags have something like this. I really don't like having my shoes touching everything else in my bag, and it's really nice to not have to carry an additional plastic bag or shoe bag to help keep your shoes separated. And having a pocket like this is also nice if you're going to the beach or something. You can put a bathing suit or just wet clothing in here and just kind of keep it separated from everything else. As you can see, the compartment has a little bit of mesh here to provide some ventilation, and if you have shoes in here after working out, you definitely want to allow them to breathe. The compartment itself has a really good amount of space. It opens up nice and wide so that you can easily get your shoes in and out of the bag. So as you can see here, I have my running shoes. So I wear an 11.5 shoe. I think that maybe you can fit a 12 in there, but not anything too much bigger. So if you're a basketball player with 14-foot shoes, this may be a tight fit. And even just bulkier shoes in general might not fit. So I wouldn't, be able to fit a pair of boots or anything in here, I don't think. But for the purposes of just some running shoes or some Converse or, Toms like I typically carry with me, I think they're gonna fit in here really great. I also think this is a good pocket to use for just separating items out if you wanna, kind of have access to something a little bit more quickly than having to lay the bag down and open this main compartment. There's been a few times where I've actually put my water bottle in here so that I could just reach down and grab it really quickly without having to open the bag fully. So I think this is a really flexible compartment and has a lot of different uses that you could give it. And overall, I was just really impressed with the implementation. It's really nice too that you can take the lining out. So if you have dirt and stuff, or you just want to clean it or allow it to dry out a little bit, it's really easy to pull it out. And then when you're done, you can put it back in. The last kind of thought that I had was, how well this bag would maybe work for a weekend trip or something like that. I definitely don't think this is something that I could travel long term with. It's a smaller bag and it's not really meant for that. But because of kind of this duffel opening, it does almost seem like it'd be a great overnight or just quick weekend trip bag. So, I was curious how much it could actually hold. And so while I wasn't able to fit one of my larger packing cubes in here, just because, that's a little bit bulkier and the space isn't really meant to hold something like that, I was able to fit my smaller packing cube, where I typically put my shorts and underwear and stuff. But I could definitely, maybe squeeze in a pair of jeans and shorts into a small packing cube like this. And then I was also able to fit my Aer Dot kit in there pretty comfortably. And I think I would be able to fit a pair of shoes as well. So, while it wouldn't be good for a long-term trip, if you're going overnight somewhere or just, going for like a really quick weekend and you don't have a lot of events to go to, I think this would work well for a trip like that. So moving on to the main kind of tech organization compartment. So I really love how this main organizational compartment is laid out. It's not overkill in the amount of pockets that it has. It really tries to keep it minimal, but I think it all makes a lot of sense, and it just really allowed me to keep everything organized in a way that was very easy for me to access whatever I needed. And so the first thing I'll call out is that it does have space here for like a folder or a notebook. What I currently have here in this kind of big empty space is my Levitate portable standing desk. And then I also have a full-size moleskin notebook. And as I mentioned, I could put a folder in there or binder or something like that. If you're using this bag for school or to carry some books or anything like that, they should fit in pretty okay there as well. This main area has a padded laptop compartment that'll hold definitely up to a 15-inch laptop. Currently what I have in here is my 13-inch MacBook Pro, but as you can see, this pocket is pretty wide, so you could even put a thicker laptop in here if you have something a little bit older or maybe a more powerful gaming laptop. The compartment itself is pretty padded and it's elevated off the ground, so that's nice that it helps keep your laptop protected. If you put your bag down, it's not going to touch the ground. And the compartment itself is pretty padded. It's a little bit more flexible than I like to see in some laptop compartments, but you definitely feel like your laptop is protected. The inner material of this compartment, it's not really a soft fleece lining like I like to see on a lot of laptop compartments. Bags like the In-Case Icon Slim and some of the Timbuktu bags and the Nomadic Travel Pack kind of have a soft lining here to prevent some scratches, so I kind of wish that had been included, but overall the compartment works well for keeping your laptop protected. Moving on to the other side of the main compartment, this is where kind of they have a few zippered and slip pockets to help kind of keep your smaller items organized and easily accessible. So at the top, they have just kind of this mesh pocket, which is really easy to see through. You can very clearly see what's in the pocket, and it also provides a good amount of space. So I really like how this pocket was laid out. Currently what I have in here is just some cables. I have a USB to USB-C cable, and then I also have a retractable lightning cable. I really love my retractable cables, really helps prevent messes and tangles in my compartments. And then I also have a USB-C hub that has, all the ports that I need for when I'm using my late 2017 MacBook Pro. And then I also have my Kindle in here. So, really just a very simple pocket, but it holds a lot of stuff. As you can see, everything has plenty of space there. It's not really tight. So I really like how that was laid out. And on the bottom of the compartment, there's a few slip pockets for organization. So in the first one, what I have is the Blue Pot portable Bluetooth speaker and power bank that I did a video for a few weeks ago. And this has been a really kind of great addition to my daily carry, and it fits very comfortably into this big slip pocket here. This is very flexible. Really love how many different things you can put in here. You can put a portable hard drive. This is a great spot maybe for a laptop charger or phone charger, and just really flexible on what you can use it for. And then next to that, they have two compartments for kind of pens or pencils. I actually have a spork in here. I've started carrying a titanium spork with me just to try to cut down on the amount of plastic utensils that I'm using when I'm out and about. And then I also have just a regular Sharpie. So, it's nice that they have two slots in there as well. If you have a stylus or something like that, you'll have a spot just for that, or an Apple Pencil. And then on the other side, there's just another big slip pocket. Currently, I just have my Apple Magic Mouse in here. But as with the other one, you could use this for a laptop charger or for, a portable hard drive or another power bank. So, just a lot of space there, and it's really nice that you could either choose to use these or not. And I really love just how much organization is provided in this main compartment and how it's not really overkill. They just give you exactly what you need to keep everything organized. And it all, is very easy to access, and it looks great. Overall, I was super impressed with the Aer Fit Pack. I really love just kind of the minimal styling, the minimal organizational options, and the sleek look that it offers, on top of the fact that it's just a super comfortable and really high quality bag. The Fit Pack line is kind of one of the original Aer options. Recently they've come out with a few newer lines, such as the Aer Flight Pack and the Aer Tech Pack, which we've also reviewed on the channel. And I have to say this bag holds up super well against those bags. This doesn't have quite as much of a professional style as the Flight Pack and the Tech Pack. So this definitely looks a little bit more kind of like a gym bag, and it has, kind of a more unique oval type shape. Because the styling on it is so minimal and just has this sleek black look, it would still fit in pretty well around an office or just to walk around the city or something like that. And the bag itself is not very bulky, it's pretty sleek, and it just holds a ton. And it's just, I can't emphasize enough just how comfortable it is to wear. It really handles the weight that you put in it really nicely. The Aer Fit Pack 2 costs about $135. You can get it from Aer's website, and I'll make sure to include a link in the description below to where you can grab the bag. So this is definitely one of the least expensive bags that Aer offers. The Aer Flight Pack, which we've looked at in the past, costs about $150. And then the Aer Tech Pack, which came out recently, costs about $200. So this is definitely a great deal if you're not too particular about having a more professional looking bag. And you're really getting a ton of awesome features and really good quality for, a really decent price. And it's a little bit hard to kind of compare this bag to a lot of other bags that I've looked at in the past as far as daily bags, just because of the unique shape and features. The big opening that it has on the front that's really wide and easy to pack some gym clothes into is very unique. It has almost kind of like a hybrid gym bag slash backpack look. So it's a little bit different from a lot of the other bags that I've reviewed in the past. When you're carrying clothes and shoes and things like that, not all bags work well for handling kind of bulkier items like that. So I guess some of the bags that I've used recently, if I've been wanting to carry around some extra clothes with me or something, would be something like the GoRuck GR1 or the Nomadic Travel Pack. Those have been two that I've used consistently on a day-to-day basis, especially when I want to carry some gym clothes or go play basketball after work or something. And I think this bag compares really well to those. The GoRuck GR1 is close to $300, and the Nomadic Travel Pack is about $200. So this one is definitely a little bit less. It doesn't hold quite as much as those bags. The GoRuck has a 21 or 26 liter capacity, and the Nomadic Travel Pack has a 20 to 30 liter capacity. But at 18.8 liters, it's pretty close, and honestly, just the way everything is distributed, I feel like this bag makes excellent use of the space that it has. I really didn't feel limited in the amount of stuff that I was able to pack, and I think it compares really well to those bags as far as being able to hold my essentials that I need to carry with me on a day-to-day basis, on top of like a change of clothes and some shoes or something like that. As far as how this compares to Aer's other bags, as I mentioned, I think that the Flight Pack and the Tech Pack have maybe a little bit more kind of professional, more traditional office look. But I have to say, between the three bags for daily use, the Fit Pack is definitely my favorite. I think that I'm consistently able to fit, everything just a little bit easier. I really love the organizational options that are offered. The bag looks really sleek. It really kind of hugs my back really well. It doesn't stick out. It's really easy to just commute with. And and it's just really comfortable to wear. The other bags are really comfortable as well, but there's something about the Fit Pack that just really stands out, and just the overall look and organization really just mesh well with the type of items that I like to carry. So really, this has been one of the best daily bags that I've used overall compared to any of the other bags that we've featured on the channel, and I definitely recommend you guys take a look if you're looking for a great daily bag that can kind of handle your tech, but also handle some gym clothes or something that you want to carry with you as you're kind of commuting to work and maybe to the gym on a day-to-day basis. I want to thank Aer again for sending over the Fit Pack for us to test out. And if you guys have any questions about the bag, please go ahead and drop a question in the comments below. If you guys found this video useful, please go ahead and give us a like. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos. And thank you guys so much.